This is by far the most poppy, hard-hitting titanium paddle on the market right now, and it's not even close. What the Thrive Azul was to Kevlar, the ValorPro is to titanium, except for less expensive and, in my opinion, a slight upgrade. This hybrid-shaped paddle by Next Gen Sports packs a great punch while maintaining a good level of maneuverability and sweet spot size, and rounds out its offering with a pretty killer look. Next Gen has also kept this paddle in a very fair price range, bringing its final price to $148 after this channel's PPMed discount code. This is a price that's starting to push the "you really need to offer something unique to the market" line, and for this paddle I think it does that. Next Gen has also agreed to do a giveaway of one of these paddles, or provide a reimbursement for a ValorPro to one of this channel's viewers, so stick around to the end to get the details on how to enter this giveaway. And one quick word about titanium that's been mentioned a couple of times before. While I won't do a deep dive on the origins of the nomenclature here, I would be remiss not to mention that the titanium used in these paddles is not likely to contain much actual titanium, but is rather a stained polyester material. I'm personally okay with this because 1, it gives these paddles a really cool look, and 2, it really does affect the way these paddles play and feel in a way that I've enjoyed. So for simplicity's sake, I'll be referring to this material as titanium throughout this review, but just know it's not much actual metal. So let's talk some stats and specs on this paddle and then get into how it plays. Overall, the ValorPro comes in the popular hybrid shape, measuring 16.3 inches long with a slight face flare that takes its width from 7.5 to 7.7 inches wide, which includes a 5.25 inch handle that is effectively 5.5 inches with the taper towards the bottom of the face, giving it a comparable feel to the Honolulu J2K or J2TI, but with just a marginal amount more room since it starts more narrow at the bottom of the paddle face. This paddle is 16 millimeters thick, with a face incorporating a perpendicular red and silver titanium interwoven with a black carbon fiber. Now, all the titanium paddles have this similar perpendicular pattern of various colors, with this paddle's layout creating a particularly nice red/silver glossy look to it when the light hits the right angle, but not so much that it causes a distraction or glaring gameplay. In terms of swing weight, twist weight, and maneuverability, the ValorPro put up some very desirable numbers, with a swing weight of 116 and a twist weight of 6.8, giving it a similar swing weight to the medium light Thrive Azul or Mark Pickleballs Mark 1. And though twist weight is not the only indicator for sweet spot size, it is one piece of that puzzle. I'll put this twist weight of 6.8 in context by referencing the mega database created by Pickleball Etc. and Pickleball Pursuit, drawing data points from multiple paddle testers, which has over 337, something like that, different paddles in it right now. Of those paddles, only 23% have a twist weight over 6.75, and among those paddles, 66% of those high twist weights are made of shorter wide body or standard shape paddles. Only 11% are hybrid shaped, and 21% are elongated. Certainly there are a number of paddles that have an absolute twist weight higher than that of the ValorPro, but this does reach a really high level, particularly for a paddle of its shape. Applying those same numbers and incorporating gross weight and balance point for maneuverability rating, 1 being the fastest paddles and 100 plus being the slowest, it scored a 53, putting its overall maneuverability comparable to that of the 16mm double black diamond and the Yola Scorpius. As mentioned before, this paddle is impressively powerful, putting drive speed numbers in the same ballpark as the Paddletech TKO 12.7 and the VivaPro Gen 2, both of those power paddles also having higher swing weights and slower maneuverability ratings than the ValorPro. Spin was pretty good too, with RPMs coming over that 2000 RPM mark, and compared to the other titanium paddles that I tested so far, the ValorPro definitely has the most gritty feeling face among those paddles. In real-time, side-by-side pop testing, the ValorPro topped the list for pop when compared to the other titanium paddles I tested, as was also the case for both perceived and measured drive speed on serves, and as a change of pace, it was also the first titanium paddle I tested that I would consider stiff feeling. The paddle that I feel plays closest to the ValorPro is the Thrive Azul, and when you compare the numbers of these two paddles side by side, they're very similar, with the ValorPro having a slightly favorable edge in almost everything, any one of which by themselves would probably not be very notable, but cumulatively add up to make the ValorPro just a touch more poppy and powerful in side-by-side testing, with the ValorPro also being just a sliver more stiff feeling as well. I think this is actually a really timely review because not only have I been testing a lot of titanium paddles lately, but I've also been testing a lot of the Gen 3 foam containing paddles. I also play most of my games with other players who use either Gen 3 foam paddles or power paddles of various kinds, and I think it was notable that when using the ValorPro in that context, even when switching from a Gen 3 from the immediate game before, I never felt like I was lacking in power for what I wanted, but did feel much better in control when using the ValorPro compared to pretty much any Gen 3 paddle. Don't get me wrong though, right now I would say that most of the foam containing paddles I've tested do still hold the advantage over the ValorPro for overall power due to that compressible trampoline-like effect, and compared to the general market, the ValorPro is nowhere near the control paddle realm in terms of pop or easy dinking, but it illustrates a great example of a paddle that has a high and linear effort to power correlation as opposed to the exponential power effect from the foam paddles, and it maintains a good maneuverability alongside a more immediate, less paddle compressing pop on speed-ups and counters, and comes in at a much lower price than the paddles I tested it against, including its closest comparable paddle, the Thrive Azul. Overall, I was really impressed with this paddle coming from a new company, Next Gen Sports, and I think this would be a great paddle for people looking for a power paddle that maintains its maneuverability and a linear power to effort correlation. But I think the people who would be less likely to enjoy this paddle are people who prefer a more plush feeling paddle or paddles that stand out more in control. That's my take on the ValorPro by Next Gen Sports. I hope the review is helpful, and like always, let me know what you think in the comments below, and here's the details of how to enter that giveaway. Next Gen Sports has offered to do a giveaway for one of their new ValorPro paddles or offer a reimbursement in the event that the chosen winner has already purchased one. To enter the giveaway, subscribe to the Pickleball Medicine YouTube channel, leave a comment under the video, and fill out the Google form in the description below so I have a way of contacting you if you're chosen as a winner. The winner will be chosen 1 month from now, and if you're chosen as a winner, I'll put your YouTube username in the details below this video, and I'll reach out to you via email. Like I said before, I hope the review is helpful. Thank you so much for your support, and good luck in the giveaway.